In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Welcome to the program. It is the Steel Toe Morning Show. I'm Aaron. Gino's coming in about 15 minutes. He'll be here in a little while. Very excited to have Gino with us. Oh, my goodness. What a show we've got for today. You know, I tell you what. You got to be careful how you bill yourself. You have to be careful how you market yourself. You have to be careful about who you tell people you are. Because if you tell people who you are and then you do something the opposite of what you tell people you are, they're not going to trust you anymore. Like if I say I'm garbage and then I do things that are garbagey, people will go, well, that's fine. He told us he's shit, told us he's trash. But if you are high and mighty and you say, you know, I'm this, I'm that, I'm on this pedestal, I'm on that pedestal, and then you do something that's trash, that's garbage, people are going to hold that against you more than they would. And you'll look at them and say, well, wait a minute, that guy's a piece of shit. Why aren't you mad at that guy who's a piece of shit? And they'll go, well, he told us he's a piece of shit. Like, you know, if a bee stings you, that's what bees do. You know, if a golden retriever all of a sudden grows a stinger and starts stinging the shit out of people, that's weird. People will hold it against them. But if you're, say, a conservative online streaming platform or news website or whatever, and you keep telling people we are so pro free speech, it's coming out of our eyeballs. We love free speech so much that if you even say free speech isn't the coolest thing ever, we'll fucking kill you. If that's your position and then you start putting gag orders on people, people are going to think you're a piece of shit. I mean, some people, like we've seen this with Crowder. Crowder, he's got some fans that like you could shoot a baby and they would be like, well, you know, that baby was side-eyeing Crowder something fierce and he called him gay. So, yeah. It's okay that he shot that baby. But but you'll lose the casual people. And you can get them back. You just have to be honest. But like this, I'm talking, of course, about this Daily Wire thing. If you don't know about it, we'll talk about it when Gino gets in here. The Daily Wire has been, Ben Shapiro, who's like the face of the Daily Wire, he's been having this feud with Candace Owens, who used to work for the Daily Wire, but then she said things about Jews that Ben didn't like. Everybody at the Daily Wire, I believe, is required to wear a yarmulke a little bit throughout the day. And if you say anything bad about Jewish people, Ben's going to get his feelings hurt. And then he got rid of Candace Owens. They fired her because she was very critical of Israel. And she did. I will say this. I've been known to make a joke or two. Don't get me wrong. And I've been known to point out that, like, hey, college campuses, you know, it's really strange that they let these college campus kids, like, camp out in the chancellor's office if it's for racial justice, or, you know, they'll let these kids camp out and do weird protests when it's against some conservative speaker or, you know, for George Floyd. But the minute they start talking shit about Israel and they don't want Israel around anymore and they think Israel's bad, then all of a sudden these universities are clearing the thing out with nightsticks and pepper spray and everything else. I'll be the first one to point out, that's a little weird. But some of the stuff Candace Owens was doing was pretty fucking bad. Like, Candace Owens was saying some pretty wild shit. But, like, in a way that like Candace Owens didn't know it was wild shit. It was just something she had heard. You know, like when people really get into something for the first time and they just start hearing about it, and then all of a sudden they lean the fuck in and they're so gung-ho about this thing they won't shut up about it, and they haven't really fully researched it yet. That was Candace Owens with a lot of her Jew shit. Like, she would go, well, what about this? What about that? It's like, Candace, that's like what Nazis say. You got to fucking chill out. So, like, she gets fired from the Daily Wire. And look, I'm not even shitting on Ben Shapiro for that part. If Ben Shapiro wants to fire someone from his company because he doesn't like what they're doing, that's his right as an employer. That's not a violation of free speech. And technically nothing is, because they're not the government. So it's technically, but if you're going to sit there and go, we want this free speech, we want that free speech, and we think anyone who gets canceled is, you know, the greatest, and anyone who does the canceling is a fucking asshole and this and that. If you're going to be that person and you're going to, like, extol the virtues of how good and great you are because you don't cave and you don't cancel people, then you can't put gag orders on people. You can't do that. You have to let them speak. You have to let them do their thing. We're going to talk about this when Gino gets on today. The Daily Wire. Let's put this up on the screen. Oh, God, fucking ads, man. The New York Post. Daily Wire obtains gag order against Candace Owens despite Ben Shapiro wanting a debate. And I don't want the Daily Wire to play this off as like, oh, Benny's the good guy. Ben really wanted to debate, but we have to protect ourselves as a company. Bullshit. They want to stop her from talking, just like Crowder wanted to stop that not gay Jared guy from talking. They don't want her spilling pro secrets. So they want to put a gag order on her. Meanwhile, they'll sit there and be like, oh, you know, gag orders are weak. Well, wait a minute. Didn't Ben Shapiro give $500 to not gay Jared's legal fund to fight like the gag order and the non-compete from Crowder? Now they're putting a gag order on Candace Owens. This is why, you guys, I can't be conservative. This is why I can't go along with you guys when you guys like this conservative commentator or that one. Just because I think what progressive people are doing is fucking insane doesn't mean I automatically love the people who don't like them. I'm not an enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of guy. So I see like the Daily Wire and Crowder and all these people, and they're like, we're for this, we're for this, we're for that. But then when it comes to business, they're completely the opposite. I can't trust those people to deal me straight on issues of the day. So if you sit there and you, like, if I were Daily Wire, I wouldn't sit there and be free speech, free speech, free speech, free speech all the time, no matter what, fuck this, fuck that, because I have a business to run. And if there's someone who might be detrimental to my business, I have to get them the fuck out of there. But if I sit there and I say getting people the fuck out of there is gay, and I'm not gay, and then I go and get people the fuck out of there to protect my business, now I'm gay after admitting I wasn't gay. I hate it. I think it's so stupid, but we're so polarized as a country that people are going to defend the Daily Wire or defend Candace Owens, and instead of looking at it and go, this is high school level retarded, I'm not going to be paying attention to either of these people. Like, Alex Jones can get away with certain things because Alex Jones is crazy. And Alex Jones doesn't fight you when you say he's crazy. He goes, I'm fucking crazier than a bedbug. The Illuminati and the fucking FBI suck my dick. So Alex can get away with certain shit. But when Ben Shapiro and all those guys look down their nose at Alex Jones, like, well, we're prim and proper here at the Daily Wire. We're suit and tie, button-down Oxford shirt, highly educated. They aren't changed my mind. What's there? Facts over feelings, blah, 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 blah. Then you can't act like a crazy fucking high school girlfriend, Ben. And putting a gag order on Candace Owens for what? I don't know. That's acting like a crazy fucking high school girlfriend. But we're going to talk about all this with Gino in a little bit. Let's get into the chat. Let's talk to you guys. It is Rumble Friday. If you're on YouTube, we're going to hang out until Gino gets here. The link to Rumble Friday is up in the chat. Go ahead and click it. Follow us over to Rumble. If you're on Rumble right now, hit like, hit follow. Get us up to 3,000 followers. That would be great. Awesome. I think we're like 30 away. And then hit the thumbs up. The thumbs up is big. That puts us on the front page. That helps the algorithm on Rumble. I know it doesn't really do that on YouTube, but on Rumble, it's great. One of these days, we got to pass Bubba for the number one in the morning podcast. Fauci's Pangolin with $5. Thank you very much. And thank you to Katie for starting us off today with 15 over on PayPal. Thank you to Matthew Q. We'll get to him in a second. We got to knock another 10 off. 320 is our number today. So you guys are already just crushing things goal-wise. Keep it up. It is $5 link day, so if you send in $5, you send a link. We got to play it. $10, you go to the front of the line. Anything over the goal today goes to Gino Bisconti, so thank you. Fauci's Pangolin with $5 says, tell April I love her and I miss her. She is, I believe the term we're using is off the internet, is what we're saying. So it just, if you want to like her, if you want to be a fan of hers, I would say if you want to say hi, here's the best way you can be a fan. Don't mention her. The phrase we're using, off the internet. So I appreciate that. That's very sweet. That's very kind of you. I understand it. Wants to be off. So I appreciate it. I love it. Thank you. I'll spread the message. I'll send the message for you. But let her go. Dub with $2 says, good morning, 07. Good morning, buddy. Good to see you. Vidam's got his links out already. Here we go. There. If Vidam feels like leaning in on link day, he absolutely can. Let's go to, addiction treatment center build, taxpayers for 203 out. Oh, this could be an interesting story. I love a good Minnesota story. Thank you very, very much. Let's go ahead and catch up. Oh, Fauci's Pangolin with $5 says, tell Gino I love him and I miss him. All right, see, now that one I can do. That one doesn't cost me anything. That one's okay. 310 is the number today. Thank you. Let's go over on Rumble and start catching up with those people. Free speech unless you hurt my feelings, says Packer Backer. Pretty much. Veldrain says that is what people need to do. Pick a side between two countries that have a history of going on the military offensive. Right. Skeezy Whitefish says, breaking, slimy lawyer using slimy lawyer tactics. I didn't say that. You said that. Packer Backer says Aaron can't be conservative because sometimes they're hypocrites, but he is fine with liberal actions. No. I would say I like them less. I would say I dislike them more. Conservatives bother me because they set this God standard for themselves, and you can't possibly meet it. So just stop thinking you're fucking noble. There's nothing wrong with going, hey, those guys are assholes. All right, that doesn't mean you're Gandhi or Buddha. Or I guess Jesus. We could go with Jesus. But then again, if Ben were Jesus, he'd try to kill himself. Cheap shot. Cheap shot. 2 Italians and a cripple, says Veldrain. That's more than enough diversity. Nova says, why are you censoring people on YouTube, big man? Oh, if I think you're being disrespectful of the show, I'll cut you loose. I mean, if you're just going to be, if I notice that you're just shitty all the time, I'm going to cut you loose. Is that okay? I mean, I'm not asking if it's okay with you. Like, if it's not, I'm not going to. It's just I've explained this rule many times. I mean, you get to get your shittiness in. And Nova, if you're cool, I'm not going to get rid of you. But, like, it's kind of weird that I have to explain this 9,000 times. Like, if you come in, this show gets a lot of hate. A lot of people, like, want this show to die. Like, they fucking despise it. I don't get it. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Sure, fine, whatever. But, like, you get irrational towards me. Like, really fucking, like, terrible, nasty. You want me to fail and, like, my family to be destitute and all this shit. Like, you'll say all this stuff, and then when I go, hide user from this channel, I don't gain anything from seeing that. I'd rather not see that person saying, like, terrible shit about me. And then you guys go, why are you censoring me? Not censoring you. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Say it all day long. I want to see it. I like a certain vibe on my show. You're fucking it up. Go find a show where they don't do that to you. SC Motorsports says, promise to show us where the body is buried and we can get the numbers higher than Bubba. Thank you. Saint Caesar says, Aaron, did you see Vince McMahon walking with a cane yesterday? Do you think it's an act for the court case or is he that fragile now? Interesting. I mean, if he is in court right now, then I would say probably an act, because the last time he had a big court case back in the 90s, he wore a neck brace the whole time. So it could be an act. All right. Honky says there's someone on the Steel Toe Reddit page trolling them with funny Melton screenshots. Kind of funny. Oh, that is kind of funny. Everybody have your fun. That's what I say. Veldrain says the catch with YouTube, either censor your chat or YouTube censors you. That's true. Thank you, Trucker 18-Wheeler, for the $5. Appreciate that. 3:05 away from today. Thank you, Vidam, for another 5 and a link. You guys, thank you so much. Nova says, why are you such a soy-filled cuck, Aaron? Do I eat a lot of soy? I need to look at the ingredients on the packaging of the things I eat. Find out if I'm having too much soy. I don't know, but this Nova guy is not a big fan of mine. That's true. Aaron abandoned his kids for a drug addict whore? See, now that sounds slanderous to me. This is what I mean, though. Like, watch this Nova guy in the Rumble chat. This is your average steel toe hater. Like, they're insane. It's fucking bananas. Like, I see it and I go, well, I know that's not true, so that's fine, but, like, what in the world compels you? And I mean this, Nova. Like, what in the world compels you to feel this way towards another human being? I sat here. I did a comedy show. I did a morning talk show, a little morning zoo talk show. I make fun of some people. What is it that I've done to you that, like, because this is not a regular way for a person to act. No offense. This is not the way people behave. So what is it that I would love to hear what I've done for you to be this passionate. Aaron abandoned his kids for a drug addict whore. What? I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Veldrain says progressive, but it makes you mad. Like, this is something you feel like you think about this when my show's not on. That's not good. Veldrain says progressives spending more money than is necessary for something progressive. I have never heard of progressives doing that. Yes, sarcasm. Thank you, Vidam, for another 5. We'll get your link up there, buddy. Elza Belza says, take you all day to think of that. Your mommy would be proud. Who's a big boy? Oh, are they going at him? Oh, boy. Ken Decker says, some people are new, Aaron, and just need their nose slapped to understand their place in the pack. That's not even it. AC Volition says, first-time viewer here, so I don't know what's going on. Checking content now, but as long as you don't cuck of Synagogue of Satan, I won't bother much. You know what, AC Volition, welcome to the show. I think you'll find that I don't cuck to Satan. You know how I know I don't cuck to Satan? I have no idea how. I don't know what it means to cuck to. Oh, my God, Gino's been here, and I'm just an absolute retard over the whole thing. Hold on. We're going to get his video quality is iffy. But we're going to get this all squared away. You guys know me. Uh-oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, this isn't good. Why is that? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Aaron the tech whiz here. Hold on, guys. We got to get Gino up there. We'll just call this one Gino. There we go. Oh, there's Cutie. There he is. Now we gotta trim him up a little, make him look presentable for the crowd. And there he is. Hello, sir. Oh,
hey, buddy.
Oh, you can't.
What are we doing?
I don't know, but I mean, we're doing a show, but
I feel like I'm on a mate.
You're like voices behind your audio.
Yeah, why is that?
Oh, now it's good.
Is it good?
Are you? I think you're like a second or two behind me.
Yeah, but why am I a second or two behind you? I'm right here. I'm like I'm seeing two boxes, one with me and one with.
Well, yeah, that's
one with future me.
That's because for some reason, like I was working on this last night. I just can't seem to figure this fucking shit out when it comes to. Oh, wait a minute.
Like, what do you do? You're. It's like you're going from StreamYard to whatever you're doing. I don't get it. Not that it matters what I get.
Hold on, I have an idea.
I hope you do.
I have an idea. I have a.
I'm not sitting here in my underwear for nothing.
I think I can make this work. Oh God. Now the volume's taken off. This is a fucking mess. There we go. All right. We're just oh God, now my volume's crazy. Hold on, buddy. We're going to do it. We got a good show planned for today. We'll get there. We will get there.
I got time. All right.
Oh, now I can hear your thing in the background.
That was me. I just was turning my phone off and hit the volume.
All right. I think we got it. I think we're good. I'm just trying to get my I had an audio.
Yeah, seems like we're on a split second now, which is much better.
There we go. Okay, now we're good. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, buddy. How's that?
Well, it's perfect. Now it's great. I was off to a real rocket fire start, and we were having some fun with the chat there a second ago. But then you came in, and my tech issues are infamous. And but now I think we got it. We were just catching up with the chat. If you don't mind, we'll continue. Then we'll talk about this Daily Wire thing and all that stuff. Then we got some links already. People are coming up with their links in the chat.
Sure.
On Rumble Link Friday. Oh, you know what we should do? We should abandon the people on YouTube.
We should tell them to come over here and live the dream. I understand.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to drive me nuts, but I'll get used to it. I don't know why this time, if you could see the screen I'm looking at, it looks like.
No, I know the screen. I know the screen you're looking at. And that is unfortunate. I'm going to keep working on it. What happened was
this is going to be a shame.
What's happening is the goddamn the hard drive crashed. This hard drive crashed in the computer. And this had everything running perfect. But it went to shit. It crashed. So I had to get a new hard drive in. So now I'm restarting with everything. And it doesn't work the same as it did on the old one. So I'm having to put everything back together, and it's obnoxious. And I don't like it. And I've got people who know better. I'm going to bring them in, and they're going to help me out. But as of right now, this is how we're doing it.
Okay, because I'm looking at half of both of our faces and all of mine on one half is half of us.
So is there any way...
Yes, tell me how I can fix that.
That you can get rid of the one that has you on it on your display?
I have no idea.
Fuck it. Well, for right now,
that felt good.
For right now, it'll be fine. We'll do a great show. It'll be awesome today. Whatever.
Of course, buddy.
We're going to say goodbye to the YouTube people. Guys, the Rumble link is pinned to the top of the chat. So click that link. Come on over to Rumble. Hit thumbs up. Let's have a great time today. Lots of good stuff coming up. And, of course, Rumble Link Friday. And we're going to make a bunch of money for Gino. I think Keanu ended up at like $50 yesterday. So that'll be easy for Gino to beat. So have Gino beat that, knock it out, what have you. And we got and again, a bunch of stuff to talk about today. So YouTube, goodbye. I have to leave. Gino's here. If I leave YouTube up any longer, Gino's going to say something to get me kicked off it. So thank you very much. Take it easy. Come on over to Rumble. Let's have some fun. Bye, guys.
I'd like to.